Yo, 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 it's BPG here. I'm bringing you guys another list. Alright, let's get into this. This is going to be top 10 Griffin riders that actually are still unofficial. So, a lot has changed since my first two lists. A lot of people have argued with it. A lot of people say there needs to be changes. A lot of these people don't even play official. So, I had to actually dig in and figure out who's still unofficial and who's not, and just being on rags. Oh, you guys can't even tell me we haven't been on every single rag for the last 3 weeks, every single night. Like, we've been PvP in the top squads on rags every single night and doing our third party thing. So mostly, there's a lot of players that are in that top 10 list that are either barely unofficial or are completely not unofficial. Like, let's say Sadly, I haven't seen Sadly unofficial in forever. Jimbo, barely ever unofficial. Maui, barely ever unofficial. Salmon, I don't know where Salmon's been at. Someone needs to make like a missing poster for him because I don't know where the fuck he went. He was all over the place and now he's gone. He's MIA, so somebody find Salmon. And besides that, there had to been a lot of changes to it because of the people that are actually playing official that didn't get the credit that they deserved or anything like that. I'm sure if Jimbo, Sadly, Maui, and them go back to the old list, but as of right now, this is going to be your top 10 official Griffin riders, and we're going to pretty much leave it at that. I could do one every month if people want it. I'll fucking put it out there if people start like slacking on their game and shit, but as of right now, these are the top 10 people I see on official the most that actually play. Like, there's so many players that I wanted to add, like Clint, for instance. He's a really, really good Griffin rider. Has anyone seen Clint on official? I don't think so. So, like, there's so many people that just don't play official. So, we're gonna get into this, and let me pull up the old list. I went through this, and these are mostly all the players that I can see that are definitely the top 10 Griffin riders right now. So at number 10, I give it to It's Division. I don't know Division's tribe, but I have been seeing him on rags for the last, like, about 2 months now. He's there almost every single night. He comes and PvPs everyone. I was on a rag, I think 2 days ago, and some people were calling him out for a 3v1. And I'm pretty sure him and GQ, or G-Quid, or whatever his name is, went over there and smacked them up real quick. So, GG, but PvP in Division, one of the quickest flamers. He's really good. He's got the insta-flame down pat, so, you know, he's a force to be reckoned with. GG, Division, number 10. At number 9, I give this guy so much props because out of the whole top 10 list, this is the only guy I actually see roll up to a rag by himself on a Griffin, and like I told him many times that we'll tribe him up, and he refuses it. I give it to Trust from I think he's BDT now. I'm not gonna be too good on the names, but because all these players bounce around tribes so much, so it's hard to really figure it out. So I give it to Trust because, like, man, Trust is a monster on the Griffin. It's just nobody really knows him for that. Everyone knows him as a foot PvPer and shit. No, Trust is good. Like, he is really fucking good. And I give him the most props because he literally rolls up to these servers by himself. Like, you got all these top 10 people are in there. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tribe up with the other top 10 players. Trust just comes in solo or one of his old tribe members. So, I gotta give Trust that, man. He is honestly a fucking one of the all-round best PvPers, and not only that, he's one of the best Griffin riders out there, so GG, Trust at number 9. At number 8, it's Dangle or Dingle or whatever. I always fuck up his name, but I'm pretty sure he's BDT, but then again, I don't really know all their tribes. Dangle is a monster. Like, I had the pleasure of him coming to 969 and him Pred and someone else ran the ones and everything. He's pretty good, man. I give Dangle that. He's mad good at insta-flaming. He's one of those quick-ass flamers, so I give him props. Dangle, GG, number 8. At number 7, I actually also got to PvP this guy, Pred. Pred, I don't know his tribe, but he is actually really good on the Griff. I think he's just a little bit better than Dangle, but honestly, those two were like, they had really similar play styles, and they were both pretty good. So every time they fucked me up. I managed to pick both of them, but I just couldn't kill them at all. They got back on their shit. 969 is really laggy, so I give them props for utilizing that. They literally cut through that fucking lag and just murdered me. So GG Pred, keep up your Griffin skills. At number 6, I give it to HPR. I actually don't know how to spell or say his name correctly. I think it's HP Regit or something like that, but he's a part of We Too Good. He's definitely Cruddy's protege because he's really good. Like, he's another one, actually, I give him props. He goes to a lot of rag solo, and when he goes to the rag solo, like, we were there with a pretty big squad, and we ran into him, and man, he was picking me and Gav, and he kept picking everybody. We finally killed him, but like we were like amazed how hard it was to kill him. Not only that, he's really good at insta-flaming, and he's really quick with it, so I give props to him. He definitely deserves to be on the list. The little lesbian girl, I believe his in-game name is. So, GG. HPR, you're definitely a monster. At number 5, I give it to Jigga. Jigga's another one that actually goes to server solo. Him and his boy Ham Toasty or something. Those guys are both actually really good, but Jigga's definitely a top 10 Griffin rider. He is insane, and like I said, a lot of people don't give him the credit on Griffins because they know him as a foot PvPer, but another all-round good PvPer, like, great on foot. He's great on everything, to be honest, but he is really good on a Griff. We got to 2v2 on a rag not too long ago, me and forecourt, and him and Ham Toasty ended up beating me in forecourt, and it was a good fight. Like, it was really good. Jigga has a really weird playstyle, but then again, he's really quick at insta-flaming and everything, so I have to give him number 5, man. Jigga's a monster. So, at number 4, I give it to Cruddy. Cruddy, it's been arguing with me for the last couple weeks, but then again, you can't tell me that Cruddy's not one of the most active Griffin riders, and he deserves the spot, no matter how much I dislike the guy. He's a really good Griffin rider, like, he's insane. Like, all those We Too Good guys are really good. Cryptic's really good. Elo's really good. And then you got HPR. He's also really good. So I give Cruddy number 4. And, like, then he's really good at insta-flaming. He's an all-round great PvPer with the Griffins. Like, I don't know how his foot game is and shit, but everyone knows him for Griffins. So I give Cruddy number 4. He deserves 4 at least. At number 3, I give it to Snags. Honestly, I was like going in between because in my opinion right now, I think Snags is one of the best Griffin riders out there. Even the top 2 that are ahead of him. I only recently changed my list around from Snags because I keep seeing the guy on a mana. I don't know if he's out of Griffins. Can someone help this guy out with Griffins? Because that's where he shines, but I always see him on a mana. I don't know what's going on here. Like, we kidded him on Rag the other day with our squad. And we're like, why are you on a mana? I was looking for you on a Griffin. And he mostly told me you don't go to those rags by yourself on a Griffin because you're just going to get mauled. So he's raping people on that. So, but Snags, get back on the Griff, my dude. But GG, number 3, Snags. At number 2, it's Mash. Mash is an animal, like... He is insane. His YouTube is honestly really good to watch. I think he's one of the best at insta-flaming. He's really quick with it. Like, him and number 1 are definitely the 2 quickest insta-flamers in the game right now, in my opinion at least. This list, I feel like it's pretty good. Like, people are gonna argue it, obviously, but right now I feel like the list it's pretty strong at this point. There wasn't no favoritism or anything. I legit did my research on all these people, but then again, I could still never figure out where their tribe is. But besides that, you guys gotta honestly check out Mash's channel. Like, go in there, look at it, see what it's like. Because when I watched it and I got the PvP against them, like, watching it, I was like, alright, this guy's pretty good. Maybe I could take him. And then PvP him. Killed me 4 times in, like, a span of, like, 2 weeks. And every time I seen him, I was like, there's Mash. Bro, I'm gonna go kit this guy. And I die to him every time. And I'm like, ugh. So maybe one day I will kit him. And I'll throw it in a clip. But until then, Mash is definitely number 2, bro. He's a monster. And at number 1, honestly, people hate this guy. I dislike him. Is he good? I think he's the best right now. I think he's insane. I give number 1 to Terror. Giving this to Terror, man, he's got some balls. Like, he rolls up to servers and he literally rapes people. Like, he just smashes every single person and it blows my mind. It's like, as soon as he rolls up to a server, like, we got Leon, he's one of our best Lightning Wyvern riders, and he's determined to kill Terror every single time. Like, I don't know, we got like a weird hate-love relationship with the guy, but besides that, I think he's the best at the Griffins right now. Like, he's so quick with the flames. He's really... You know what? One thing that's crazy about Terror is he doesn't, like, juggle insta-flame or anything. He does some weird shit, and I'm gonna figure out how he does that and start doing it. He won't juggle. He'll literally move left and right while you're trying to whip, and you will not be able to whip, and it is so annoying. So, I don't know, like... It's hard to say that Terror's not the best. Terror's been smashing every single person on these rags. He goes here solo and just smashes people. Do I think he's broke? I do, because he needs Griffins. So if people still want to continue to see Terror just obliterate people on rags, someone donate that man some Griffins, please. But besides that, Terror, you are a monster. I give you that. You're definitely the number 1 demon, bro. So, GG. I hope you guys like the list. I honestly think it's pretty good list. I don't know if, like, whoever else you think needs to be on it, give me a shout. But besides that, I think the list stands up. So, I just want to say thanks to all y'all for listening and subbing and everything like that. Keep tuned. I got a lot more top 10s coming, so I hope you guys enjoy them and everything. And until the next video... Peace, my brothers.